What's up, blockchain? This is Nick from TruthBlitz. Hope you guys are having a good afternoon. And let's start by taking a quick look at the market as always. So currently we have still $330 billion in overall market cap, with Bitcoin dominance at 44.3% and Bitcoin at $8,640. As you can see, the market has a good mix of green and red. No crazy moves being made yet. It's been stagnant, fairly stagnant for the last 24 hours in regards to most of these crypto assets. We did see a spike in Veritasium, and I believe that's due to the news that, potential news that Crypto Blood broke yesterday. And let's just take a quick look at the Veritasium price. I did buy a little bit more Veritasium. I wish I bought more because, I mean, as you can see, we are up 41.56%. It's pretty good. So I bought a little more, but nothing to write home about. Now, what I really want to get into is, one, this I already covered, but I just want to read a little bit about this. And I really believe this is an attempt to deter people away from Bitcoin and crypto in general. So I talked about the alleged child pornography on the Bitcoin blockchain. So this goes on to say, child abuse content on Bitcoin blockchain, can node operators be prosecuted? The Bitcoin blockchain allows users to store and transmit files and information through transactions. It turns out somebody makes use of this non-primary option. A university study has made some startling discoveries on over 1,600 files stored on the Bitcoin blockchain. A collaborative study from Germany's Goethe and Aachen universities revealed 8 files containing sexual content hidden inside the world's largest cryptocurrency blockchain. There are a total of 274 links to websites, 142 of which can only be accessed with Tor hidden services, the research notes. While 5 files only show, describe, or link to mildly pornographic content, we consider the remaining 3 instances objectionable for almost all jurisdictions. In essence, any user that has a Bitcoin full node is in possession of data that could potentially lead to criminal prosecution in almost all jurisdictions. Mainstream media outlets have jumped on this news, touting headlines slamming the Bitcoin blockchain for storing child pornography. The Guardian, Fortune magazine, as well as the BBC carried stories along these lines, but they are both sensational and somewhat one-sided. So I'm not going to read any further. You get what's going on here. The mainstream media, the corporate state-run media takes any opportunity they can to demonize anybody with a libertarian mindset, and Bitcoin is a libertarian tool, and that's why it was invented. That's why it came out. I've talked about this numerous times and mentioned how, for those who don't know, Bitcoin came out in response to the 2007-2008 financial crisis. People wanted a peer-to-peer financial solution, a peer-to-peer decentralized currency that wasn't controlled and manipulated by central banks. So who runs the world? Central banks, right? So now they come out with this ridiculous story and narrative that the Bitcoin blockchain has child pornography on it. Anybody who uses the Bitcoin blockchain or Bitcoin could potentially be, charged with possession of child pornography. I mean, what a way to deter people from Bitcoin, right? I mean, that's how I see it. So ridiculous. It really is. And, and then some of you are going to say, well, that they say, people who run full nodes, that, I know people who run full Bitcoin nodes. It's, so this isn't just, we're not just talking about miners. You can run a Bitcoin node without mining. So, it's a little ridiculous if you ask me. It really is. Just another way for the media and the anti-liberty elite if you wanna say that. You know, this is nothing but slander. This is a way to slander us, to slander Bitcoin, to deter people who may be on the fence and leaning toward getting into crypto and Bitcoin from doing so. And it's 100% bullshit, in my opinion. Now, this article I want to get into, there is another Bitcoin fork, right? So this you're going to think is satire. It definitely seems like satire. Brother of Pablo Escobar releases Diet Bitcoin as an alternative to CIA's Bitcoin scam. What? The brother of late Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar, Roberto Escobar, has released his own alternative to Bitcoin, a Bitcoin hard fork called Diet Bitcoin, or DDX. Roberto Escobar's connection to Diet Bitcoin has been independently confirmed by a spokesperson for Escobar Incorporated. Roberto Escobar's investment company to the Next Web today, March 22nd. Roberto de Jesus Escobar Gaviria website for Diet Bitcoin includes a 281-page book available as a downloaded PDF entitled The True Story of Roberto Escobar, Pablo Escobar's Diet Bitcoin, and subtitled After Making $100 Billion, Roberto Escobar Launches the Diet Bitcoin DDX Cryptocurrency. If one does not have the time to read the full version, which includes chapters entitled The Other Peruvian Plane and Noriega the Trader, interested parties can download the white paper laying out the impetus for the creation of DDX in a short introduction. I am the first person in the world, Roberto de Jesus Escobar Gaviria, to publicly come out and claim that Bitcoin was created by the American government. I am not going to be the last person to say this. The world is going to wake up. The world is going to see that this was created by them. And when I see it, it is too... When they see it, it is too late. And when the CIA finds out that the world knows about this, the CIA is going to sell all of their coins and they will destroy the value of Bitcoin. That's why I'm creating my own cryptocurrency called Diet Bitcoin. So, I mean, I don't even know what to make of this. It sounds ridiculous, to say the least, but I mean, a lot of people have heard the rumors and the theories that, you know, Bitcoin was created by the CIA. I mean, that's no secret, but this just sounds to me like almost fear-mongering to try to manipulate people's minds into getting into his new crypto, right? So Diet Bitcoin is currently running an initial coin offering that consists of 3 rounds with 1 million DDX coins as the cap for the crowd sale. The pre-ICO round offers a total of 300,000 coins for $2 a coin, a sale price from the $50 originally listed pre-ICO round offers 300,000. Round 2 offers 300,000 coins for $100 each, and the ICO will have 400,000 tokens for $1,000 each. Is this guy off his fucking rocker or what? Wow. So I got to read this next part. This is going to be good. You guys are going to like this. However, the total number of coins is written at 1.8 million, the supply of 21 million. According to Roberto Escobar's book, it was the elusive Satoshi Nakamoto that approached him about cryptocurrencies initially. Really? Really? So, and let's listen to the quotes, right? I get a phone call. This time it was from El Conejo, nickname El Conejo, is telling me that he is talking to Satoshi Nakamoto. He's not just talking, he is with him right now in Lima, Peru. I said, El Conejo, I do not know who this man is. Bring him to my house. El Conejo responded, okay. I kept reading in the newspapers about this cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. I didn't know what it was all about. I didn't care until El Conejo called me again. This time he told me that we are doing our own cryptocurrency. I didn't understand. He told me that the founder of Bitcoin wants to do a cryptocurrency with the family of Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. I can't say that name for some freaking reason. I don't know. I said, okay, I approve the deal. This is apparently really happening. I mean, I don't know who he expects to believe that Satoshi Nakamoto contacted him. They were hanging out, you know, because, as you well know, nobody really knows who Satoshi Nakamoto really was, if it was indeed one single person, except for apparently Pablo Escobar's brother. You know, they were freaking hanging out, you know, I guess drinking beers, I don't know. But this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And then he wants to go and sell his coins in his ICO for $1,000 a fucking piece. Weird shit, man. So let's read a little more, because this is kind of too funny for me not to read. However, Roberto Escobar then explains that Nakamoto approaching him was actually a setup by the American government to infiltrate Escobar Incorporated, and thus his Diet Bitcoin is the superior coin, as it will not allow the Americanos to track users' purchases. Escobar was also apparently in contact with another well-known high figure in crypto community, John McAfee, in the hopes of creating a cryptocurrency together, but eventually turned the deal down for being too small. I didn't like the guy. Small guy. I never heard of him before. Nobody in Colombia knows his name. I do not know if the world knows about him or not, but I do not know about him. I said, El Conejo, how can you make me a company with a guy that nobody knows about except you? El Conejo said, it's not like that. I replied, well, that is the way it looks to me. John McAfee, I never heard of him. I never heard his name. It's a worthless name. You know, the name that you need is my name, not the name of this man. Roberto Escobar explains in the book why he does not think that Ethereum is a legitimate coin, mentioning the youth of Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin as a factor. Ethereum is a complete scam. This is nice technology, but it was created by a small child. Who cares about this child? I do not care. He can come here and talk to me in my face. I will say, sir, you are a gringo. You think I care about the gringo coin? I don't care. All of these other coins and tokens do not even get me started on tokens. Earlier this year, another big-name actor and Zen master, Steven Seagal, attached his name to the new cryptocurrency, Bitcoin 2Gen, which also posits itself as a superior or more advanced version of Satoshi Nakamoto's original Bitcoin. However, New Jersey has since sent a cease and desist letter concerning Bitcoin 2Gen's ICO, alleging that the unregistered securities were offered in violation of securities laws. There's actually an article about that today on Cointelegraph. So what do you guys think about this ridiculous ICO and this ridiculous story? Seems like satire, like I said, but apparently it's really happening. I honestly don't even know what to make of it. It is probably one of the funniest things I've read in a while. Vitalik Buterin is a gringo, and Ethereum's a scam, and you know, he was hanging out with Satoshi Nakamoto, but it was really the CIA. I don't know, man. This is, you know, it seems to me that what this is the brother of Pablo Escobar. You know, I'm sure he had some kind of, you know, the name is a pretty famous name. If you don't know who Pablo Escobar is, you must have been living in a cave, or was, I should say. But it seems that maybe the name has become irrelevant now, and this guy is just coming out with some ridiculous shit to try to make his name known. You know, because if this was some random guy, right, that nobody had ever heard of the name, this wouldn't make news, right? This would be I mean, you might see it on some blog, but you would never hear about it. So this guy is using the Escobar name and Bitcoin to gain attention to try to sell this ICO. This is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. I don't know why I'm even telling this and doing a video about it. I guess just because I thought it was funny. I don't know, guys. I didn't have much to really make a video about today, so I wanted to just talk about this. I couldn't not. Let me know what you guys think. And you guys can check me on truthblitz.com. I haven't even updated that site in a little bit, man. I got to go and do some work on it and make some updates. So, but check me on truthblitz.com. Follow me on Twitter. You guys can check out my non-crypto channel, and I will link that in the description. And I will see you guys next time.